In this lesson, I want to share with you 4 tips for writing the perfect cover letter. These are guidelines that you can follow. Let's jump into the lesson. And for more advice and tips on how to write your cover letter, click the link below this video. Tip number 1. Less is more. When you write your cover letter, get to the point fast. Be concise in your writing. Only include that which is absolutely necessary. Keep it short but to the point. Write short paragraphs with no more than 3 sentences. It will look better and be more inviting to read than a large block of unformatted text. Remember, half a page is the ideal length for your cover letter. Tip number 2. Use insider language. Every industry has its set of words and language used. If you are applying for a position in which you have experience, then add some industry lingo. Your application will stand out. It shows that you have some specific knowledge about the industry and the job. Here are a few examples. So to cover 1, if you are a programmer, then some of the words would be backend, front-end, design, user-friendliness, compatibility, or compatible. Or another example would be marketing. Then you've got campaigns, leads, conversion rates, customer needs, target market, unique selling proposition. If you use these words, you give notice to the recruiter that you have experience in the industry. Tip number 3. Always tailor your cover letter to the position. Read the job advert carefully and tailor your cover letter to the job. This does not mean that you have to write and rewrite your cover letter for each and every position you apply. Not at all. This would take too much time. If you have seen my cover letter structure lesson, then I am talking about changing 1 or 2 sentences only. By tailoring your cover letter, you are letting the recruiter and employer know that you have basically read the job advert and your experience is relevant to the job, which makes you an ideal candidate. Plus, if you send out just a random generic cover letter, the employer or recruiter, they will know that you didn't put any effort into applying for this position and that you have probably sent out hundreds other cover letters of the same type. Okay, tip number 4. Proofread your cover letter. Make sure that you don't have any spelling mistakes or grammatical errors. As a recruiter, it really is disappointing to see typos in a cover letter or even in a CV. It puts a question mark over the candidate. A recruiter will think that this candidate cannot even run a simple spelling check, or that this candidate is not very detail-oriented by sending a cover letter full of typos. So, always run spelling and grammar check. If possible, get someone else to read over your letter. And another piece of advice is write your letter on one day, but edit it on another. When you give yourself a day or 2 off, and then you'll come back to your cover letter, you'll be able to improve on it with a fresh mind. Trust me, this works.